What's up, YouTube? I'm tapping in, man, because I was just thinking about you guys. It's a couple things on my mind, man. Number one, the fact that it's Friday, which also may mean that it's payday for some of you. And I want to make sure that you pay yourself first, okay? What does paying yourself first means? A lot of times people say that, but I talk to enough people to know some people still don't really understand that concept. Simply put, it means that if you got paid today, if you get paid next Friday, if you got paid last week Friday, guys, after you pay your expenses down, or even before, if you want to prioritize you first, that's okay to do. But you would put money into your Vanguard account or your Fidelity account or your Robinhood account, okay? Whatever brokerage account you have or that you use primarily, you would allocate a little bit of your money, a portion of your money to go to that each and every time you get paid, okay? So oftentimes I talk about the importance of putting $250 or $500 every 2 weeks into your account. That's me paying myself first, guys. Along my journey, always trying to keep it simple and keep it practical for you guys. Those are some of the things that I did. Of course, once I paid down debt, I was able to increase that amount from 500 every 2 weeks to maybe 1,000 every 2 weeks, and then 1,500 every 2 weeks, so on and so forth, until I reached the level of financial independence, with that being the end game, okay? But guys, with it being a Friday, I would be remiss if I told you guys not to forget to pay yourself first, okay? That's number one. Number two that I want to make sure that I put on you guys is the fact that in this market, bad news could be good news, okay? I just been watching the crazy first half of today in the market, okay? And I'm just seeing stocks run for no apparent reason. But one thing that I reflected back on was the fact that we have potentially upcoming in the end of July, a 75 basis rate hike or 100 point basis rate hike, okay? And what that may signal is, instead of the market or us feeling like, oh man, if they hit us with that, that may drive the markets down. The market could be taking bad news. It's bad if you get 100 point basis hike, guys. That's bad, okay? It's bad if you get 75 basis point, but bad news could turn into good news. And what ends up happening, guys, is you end up running into what's known as a bear trap. A bear trap is when you thinking something keep going down, and then you are riding or banking on things to continue to go down, and then they all of a sudden shoot way higher, and all of a sudden, boom, it results in a quick loss on your behalf. So do me a favor and keep your head on a swivel. I want to make sure you guys are, like I say, watching every angle that the market is coming at you with, because there'll be some cycles throughout the market, and this is why we have to be flexible and nimble. There'll be some cycles where bad news is bad news and it's treated as such, and then boom, the stock market will go down, okay? And then if you're a part of that, the wins may come a little easier. Your option plays may be a lot more successful. But then the cycle shifts, and all of a sudden, what should be bad ends up doing the opposite in the stock market, okay? And so I'm sitting back, guys. I'm peeping the S&P 500 on the day. I'm looking at Apple, obviously. I'm looking at Netflix. I'm looking at some things where I know, like, you know what, Netflix is doing horrible. Outside of Stranger Things, Netflix is doing horrible. So if they report horrible earnings like they should, will the stock market even go down? Will that stock even go down? Or will bad news be good news and they'll get a boost, okay? Again, don't try to go play off of this information. This is not financial advice, but this is the kind of things I'm sitting back studying, paying attention to as I'm looking through these balance sheets, and I'm looking through these reports, and I'm looking through the EPS and everything they got going on, and a slew of other companies too, guys, because something ain't adding up. But this is how they ultimately hit you with a pump fake down the road, okay? So be mindful near term of a bear trap, but also know that all of this could turn, and then all these things that's going up could eventually begin to tumble down, okay? That's why you have to be cautious. That's why you have to always be on guard, or as we say around here, see profit, take profits. Don't overstay your welcome, and more importantly, don't get greedy, okay? Guys, if you can, in a bear market, try to be in and out. Try to be in and out on your plays, because again, it's just the unknown is always there. You don't ever know if they're going to come out with a news headline. You don't know if they're going to say something that's favorable, say something that goes against, and then boom, all those ramifications can come down the pipe, and all of a sudden it can derail what you're trying to do, okay? So that's the couple of things I want to put on you guys. Don't forget to pay yourself first, and watch out for a bear trap, okay? These plays, thinking things are going to go down, then they go up on you. But then once you get going with the bear trap, be mindful of the bull trap, thinking things going to keep going up, and all of a sudden they begin to go down. So again, guys, it requires us to be extremely flexible and nimble in this game. And last but not least, before I go, man, I know it's a Friday, so do me a favor. If you happen to see this video while market is open, look through, assess your portfolio. You know I do this with you over the weekend, and I'll do it again for just thorough purposes, okay? But look through your portfolio. Look for any opportunities you can add to. Have you got plays you haven't got into yet, okay? Are they at a level that you may want to buy at, okay? Please do me a favor and consider dollar cost averaging. Don't go all in, because again, I don't want you guys putting too much in right now when we have legs lower that the market may still go to, okay? And if that don't happen, you've been dollar cost averaging, so you got something in your plays. But again, watch what's going on, man, because you want to make sure that you keeping an eye on if the trend is changing, which I don't see, but that don't mean we won't have bear market rallies like we experienced these last couple days. But also, you're going to have ample opportunity to add at a more higher pace once these stocks fall a little bit more, even if they test the current lows, okay? So for instance, a current low, using Apple as an example, all right, they have came down to as low as 129. Now it was short-lived, and as soon as they hit that 127, 129 level, boom, it sprung right back up, okay? But that may be where the test is at. I'm talking about once all of this is done. It's sitting up significantly higher right now, but I'm talking about if we get that leg back lower to at least a retest new all-time lows, okay? So something like there may be a juncture where you may want to add to your position, okay? Think of it in that kind of nature, all right? And then of course you have your ideal levels. Like I always mention to you guys, man, Apple may come to 120, and if all goes completely horrible, it may go down as low as 80. Now that's the best case scenario if it did that. But again, that 120 to $80 range is a real possibility, but you don't want to bank on that. And that's why I come on every day to make sure, hey, still be dollar cost averaging, still be taking the time to add to your long-term winners, your pillars during this bear market, okay? Because it's going to be very, very important that you do so, because 1, 3, 5 years from now, you are going to be able to reap the benefits from this by the work you do today, okay? So listen, guys, man, we had a phenomenal week. Hopefully I see myself circling back maybe later on tonight just to close out the week with you guys, and then get us prepared for the weekend, and ultimately get us ready for next week, okay? We're not looking in the rear view. We're always headed forward. So do me a favor, reflect on everything you did this week, the good, the bad. Make a note of it, make mental notes of it, and then look at how we can improve, look at areas we can get better in, and understand, let's take it one day at a time, okay? As I often say, we take it one day at a time, one play at a time. So brace for that, guys. Consider joining the weekly options for this upcoming week if you didn't join us last week. Stop missing out on opportunities, guys, to make some consistent money, all right? And then, guys, join the Discord if you haven't did that yet either. Put yourself around people that's going to take you to where you're trying to get to. Increase your knowledge, teach you charts, Be in a supportive community, be in a supportive environment. All those things matter on your journey, okay, to not only financial independence, but your road to your investing foundation being in the right direction, okay? So guys, all of those things matter. I just wanted to tap in with you guys midday just to put that on you. Don't forget to pay yourself first. Watch out for bear traps, man. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Remember, when they sleep, we eat. When they panic, we pounce. We make videos like this every day. So if you like this one, make sure you check out the next one. Remember, most people see the end result. Very few consider the journey. So do me a favor. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys grab some free stock using my link below. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.